You can inspire, motivate your target to do what you want them to do. If you don't value yourself, nobody will respect you. Try to live your life fulfilled. The happiness is inside of you. Play with your target, and that's why they love it, because that's what they will remember. Today's will be amazing. Let's go and do it. Let's rock it. What if I tell you that there are techniques, special spy techniques, that can make you dangerously attractive? So powerful that these techniques are banned on the government level. What is sex espionage? What are those sex spy techniques that make anyone to be attractive, and why they're not allowed to use? Because simply you can make anyone, absolutely anyone, to do what you want them to do. Imagine you need an investor to give you investments into your company. Imagine you using these techniques while you have these negotiations, while you're proposing your idea or you're pitching something, right? And you use these seduction spy techniques, so your investor would say yes to you. Or, for example, you would say that spy technique, sex spy technique, it's all about seduction and sex, intimacy. But it's absolutely wrong. It's not about intimacy at all. It's all about psychological techniques such as persuasion, slight, subtle manipulation. So your target doesn't understand that this is manipulation, where you can inspire, motivate your target to do what you want them to do, and also recruit them to give you information you need to know. Also, seduction techniques, it's all about the way you propose yourself, the way you have your posture, your body language, your eyes, your eye contact, the way you basically carry yourself. That's why this is the most powerful techniques, which are so subtle that people don't know. But they're so dangerous because anyone can do anything you want. So let me give you 3 important characteristics of a perfect female agent. And you can also use it in your daily life, because this is 3 cores, the foundation of any confident, independent, strong persona. So number 1, knowing your value. And this is so important. If you don't value yourself, nobody will respect you. You don't have respect, self-love, nobody will do that. Nobody will treat you in the right way, because people read you during 3-5 seconds when they see you. Before you open your mouth, before you start the conversation, people already judge you. The way you carry yourself, the way you walk into the room, what are you wearing, everything together, this is your value. You need to know where you stand for, what are your principles in life, what are your frames, what can you do and what you can't do. So for example, your boss tells you on Friday evening, oh, you didn't finish this report, you have to do it like by 6 p.m. and it's already like 5:45 and you're ready to go for, meeting and hang out with your friends. And what do? Well, because you don't have self-respect, or you're scared of, right, to lose your job or wherever, you say like, okay, and you spend all your evening finishing this report. But if you would tell to your boss, for example, starting from the compliment, of course, you compliment him, oh, it was such a great week, you've done so many amazing projects and you've achieved so much, and I know how this report should be, but it's 5:45, I'm happy to do it, but I'll do it in the morning on Monday, because now, it's the end of the week, I need to go and also spend my time and recover from the busy working week. You tell to your boss, first of all, you compliment him, which also gives him kind of like, ego stroking thing. Second, you also tell your boundaries. This is the end of the Friday, I need to go. This is like the end of the working week, I also need to go to my home and whatever and rest and recover, blah, blah, blah. This is your right to do that. If you don't tell people about your value, about your principles, people will try to push the limits more and more and more. In dating situation is the same, especially if you're dating an abuser, for example, God forbid, but this happens as well. So you say, listen, Wednesday, I cannot meet you because I need to do my work, or I cannot hang out, I cannot watch video movie or something because I need to concentrate on my project, right? And he would tell you, or she would tell you, you don't love me anymore, you prioritize your job more than me, you prioritize your parents or your friends more than me. That's it. You kind of losing that your own value and kind of like letting people to step on your boundaries. And this is very important to remember. You need to value yourself. And I'll give you later some techniques to lift up your self-confidence, self-love, and all this. Value yourself and respect yourself. This is number one. The second important core is living your life. I will explain. First of all, you need to have your own interests in life. If you start to date someone and you push all your hobbies, all your interests, all your other things away, friends, other things or whatever, and you completely melting away, you're completely going into this relationship, giving yourself away completely, and you live someone's life, that's a big no. This is a big, you shouldn't ever do. Why? Because again, if a man, a woman sees you as a, person who follows his own dreams, person who achieving different goals, person who has his own interests in life, person who has something going in his life, not just you and all focus on you. This is no, because people's psychology is like that. If they don't see you are evolving or you improving yourself, or if you're wanting to go to another level, you kind of like discourage yourself and people feel that you are not motivating them either, right? So what you need to do is try to live your life fulfilled. We say the happiness is inside of you. And if you're happy inside of you, this is what you exude in the world. And it's all about vibe. It's all about your energy. If you walk into the room and people will see, random people, they also estimate your vibrations. Not just the self-confidence or something like this, also your vibe. What's your vibe? Are you happy? Because if you're happy, you're fulfilled, you have a lot of joy in your life, then they want to be your friend. They want to meet you. If you're miserable and you came there with the depressive look, nobody wants to hang out with you, right? Why would they? Everybody has their own problems. People are attractive only to people who are light and joyful and happy. And that's the most important thing. When we were secret agents, we had to create that high vibration energy aura around us. So when we would go to seduce our targets, the first thing, it's all about being light and playful and friendly and easygoing, because that's how you attract people, especially if you're targeting, somebody powerful. They want to have this like easygoing, cool conversations. Nobody wants to go into someone's problems. We all have our problems on our shoulder. So when you leave your house, leave your problems in the house, walk into the room, wherever, walk into the outside and just exude this amazing energy. So there are also another techniques how to do it, and I will tell you them later. But this is what you need to do. Be light, be friendly, be happy, and just go outside and enjoy yourself. Do what makes you happy in life. If you feel down, if you feel sad, do one thing what will make you happy today. For example, my thing, I will wake up, and if I didn't sleep enough, for example, today was early wake up and I went to bed quite late, unfortunately. I know that I enjoy just having my dog on my my lap and drinking coffee, and this is my happy moment, and I share this moment with my dog and with myself, and I said, okay, today will be a great day. I give myself this program. I program my brain saying that today will be amazing. So let's go and do it. Let's rock it. And you walk outside and you start your day with a positive mindset. So the third important thing, what every woman should do and should be, ladies, this is, if you ask me, and I have a lot of examples of my students when they come and say, I started today with this amazing guy, he's so cool and everything went well and we even had the first intimacy and all this, and then he just disappeared. He ghosted me. He doesn't reply to my messages. He doesn't call me back, nothing. What did I do wrong? And when we start to speak with her, then the most important thing is she's lacking the mysteriousness. Mystery, that's what people want, not just men, women too. Imagine you sitting with the guy and he gives you everything about his life. Where was he born? How was he raised? Where did he go to the college? And what does he do right now? And he becomes so boring. You just want to run away, right? So mysteriousness, this is the most important character of any female or male secret agent. Mysteriousness, when you're not just an open book. You say something or you tell the story, but you don't finish it. You intrigue person, you bring person into your aura, into your bubble which you create, into your legend or wherever you create this atmosphere for this person to be with you, and you don't finish it completely. You say, okay, so the next story I'll tell you later, or I will meet you next time. Do you remember this amazing book about 1001 Night of Scheherazade? So I'll just quickly tell you if you haven't heard about the story. So there was, like many centuries ago, there was in a Muslim country, there was this Tsar, this king, this sheikh. So he had all these women in front of him, and he would like choose any, and just basically they were his female sort of slaves, right? They would live in the castle and he would like have them as a decoration. But after he would be getting bored of them, he would kill them. So there was this smart chick who became his slave. And what she did every single night, also to avoid intimacy as well, probably he was gross and ugly, I don't know, but she would give him stories every single night, but wouldn't finish it. And on peak of his interest, she would say, oh, and the next story is tomorrow. And she was giving these stories for 1000 nights so he wouldn't kill her. And eventually he fell in love with her because she was a great storyteller, and he let her live in his castle. Or another example, everybody knows the story of Cinderella. She met the prince being absolutely broke. She lent these clothes, she lent the car, right? It's like it could be a modern story. You don't know, like this happens to everyone, right? At some point, but you need to make this right impression. And Cinderella, on the peak of his high emotions, on the peak of the intrigue, when she made him to be so interested in her, she disappears. And that's why he was looking for her everywhere, and he was ready to propose her marriage. Everything, because he fell in love. Because we are falling in love into someone because we think about them. It's all about the condition you create for this person, for your target. You create this condition where he feels the best, or she feels the best. So she disappears, he's looking for her. Same here, mysteriousness. Don't give everything straight away at the first date. Who are you, what you're doing, where were you raised, and like everything, who are your parents? No, like keep it as a game. In fact, in one of the masterclass, which is on the website rozaclub.com, you can go and check it out. There is one masterclass, 1 hour video where I'm actually speaking about intrigue, how to create this intrigue. And the thing is, for example, when person asks you something, you don't reply directly. You can start a game. You can tell him, guess where I'm from. Guess. I always do this, especially in America, when they ask me like, where are you from? You're like so, exotic looking, like, you're Asian looking, but like, I wouldn't call you like, like you're not from China, maybe not from Korea. So who are you? And then we would like guess the whole geography. And then eventually, oh my God, you're from Kazakhstan. And like, oh, okay. So, so you won. So it's like a game, and you play with your target. And that's why they love it, because that's what they will remember. Mysteriousness. Like a former secret agent, I can tell you that it does work. So guys, these techniques are very powerful and, as I said, quite dangerous. And please try to use them in a sustainable way, because you want to be not manipulated. You want to be a person who inspires people, right? You want to be the person who brings something to the table, but also knowing how to prevent manipulation or like any pressure from another person. You need to understand how the art of communication works, how the art of seduction works. So I'm very happy to share this with you, and you can check the rest of the techniques on the website rozaclub.com, Or if you have any questions, please DM, please write your question, or just send your question to pr@aliaroza.com, where Emily, my assistant, will forward this question, and I'm happy to reply to your questions. So let's keep this communication going. I'm here for you. I love you guys. See you in the next video.